The new year is officially here, girl. And we need to make sure that we are setting ourselves up for success. We got some things to do. I can't stress this enough. Setting goals, real goals, is probably the most important thing that you need in order to ensure that you have a successful year. However, we know that setting goals alone is not enough. We have to make sure that they're effective. Today I'm going to be sharing some tips that I use to make sure that I set myself up for success in order for me to reach my goals. Hey friends, hey, my name is Naz. If you are not familiar with me, over here we talk about all things lifestyle, beauty, and fashion. And today, girl, we are designing our year. If that sounds like a topic that you're interested in, go ahead and stay a while, girlfriend. Make sure you subscribe. Now that we got all the formalities out of the way, let's jump into this video. First, I want to talk about how there's currently a wave across all social platforms right now. If you go on TikTok, Instagram, even YouTube, probably Pinterest too, as well as Threads, literally everywhere. Everybody's talking about the 12-week year. Now, I read this book back in 2021. I also listened to the audiobook again in 2022, but I didn't take it too serious. I just kind of was like listening to it. But in 2021, when I initially read it, y'all, when I tell y'all I took it to heart, it was like my business go-to, just to help me strategize and map out my coaching business at the time. And when I tell y'all 2021 was probably the best year I've ever had in business. The prior year in 2020, I believe I grossed probably, I think it was 65,000, which is not bad at all. Like, hey girl, hey girl. But in 2021, I made over $180,000. And I credit that to intentional planning and strategizing, which I used the 12-week year to help me out. Before I read the book, I was just making New Year's resolutions. Honestly, like a wish list. At the top of the year, we have these goals, right? We want to get in the gym. We want to read more. We want to drink more water. We want to walk, make new friends, expand our business, all these different things. I would literally write those things out. And yeah, here and there, I would probably apply a task, 1 or 2 tasks to each goal, but I really wasn't taking it serious. I kind of was like, this is the thing I'm gonna do next year, and then kind of like sat around waiting as if those things were gonna come to fruition on their own, knowing dang well they wasn't. The reason why everybody is in love with this book and bringing it back up is because the message that Brian P. Morgan is delivering is essentially breaking up our year into quarters, which we kind of already do that. We have quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4, but we're breaking up our goals within each quarter, opposed to us saying we want this thing to happen for 2024. We say we want this thing to happen in quarter 1. Or we want this thing to happen in quarter 3, but what are we going to do in quarter 1 and quarter 2 to make sure that thing happens in quarter 3? He's just breaking it down and making it simple, which I love. Either way, the book is great. Go ahead and read it or listen to it on Audible. It's a quick read. It's very easy. They also put a point system inside of the book that allows you to make sure that you are hitting those goals. It's almost like an accountability tracker, which we'll get into later. But we're going to talk about some of the tips that I have in order for me to make sure that I am setting myself up for success when it comes to reaching these goals. First point being, we need time to reflect. Before we start any planning, we need to reflect on the previous year. We need to look back and see what worked, what didn't work. What do you wish you had more time to do? What were your dreams and aspirations for 2023? And have they changed or are they the same? What motivated you last year? What were your non-negotiables? Or did you even have non-negotiables? What were the moments that made you the proudest? And what were some of those moments that you probably weren't so proud of? Actually take time to reflect on what happened last year before you jump into the new year and start setting these goals. Personally, I like to do this because how on earth can I expect to make more goals if I just throw out the ones that I had last year? Because 9 times out of 10, I know you didn't accomplish every single thing that you had on your goal list last year. But if you did, hey girl, hey, you did that. But I know I'm not the only one that didn't accomplish every single thing that I wanted to accomplish last year. And there is nothing wrong with allowing those goals to roll over into the next year. For me, reflecting just helps me. It ensures me that the goals that I had last year and the goals that I have going forward are aligned. And some of them might change. I may not have the desire to even go after some of the goals that I had last year, but I need to reflect and look back at what I was doing last year in order for me to kind of make that call. All right, so after you've taken the time to reflect, we're now going to brain dump. Honestly, this can be done anywhere. You can do it in your phones, you can do it in the notes. Did you know that Apple has a journal app now? I woke up the other morning and I was like, girl, what is this? But yeah, you can use the journal app, you can use Milano, you can use Canva, you can even do a voice memo. But you want to brain dump somewhere, that way you have all your ideas in one place. Even if you make a folder on Instagram or on TikTok or a favorites folder in your phone. Basically, you want to compile all of the things that will inspire your goals for 2024. I feel like that's the easy part. We do that all day. We screenshot, we save stuff, we send it to our friends. That's a no-brainer, okay? The brainer, the more tough part is actually categorizing all of the stuff that you just brain dumped. Now is officially time to map out those goals. When you're thinking about mapping out your goals, you want to think about the areas in your life where you want an actual goal. Something to plan your goals around. And I understand a lot of us have the same goals, whether it is career, personal development, spiritual, family, relationships, financial goals, fitness goals, your career. We all have those, but you can even dig a little bit deeper and map out the goals that are super personal to you. I say be specific with this part because being vague honestly isn't going to get you anywhere. Vague goals are extremely hard to achieve because you can't really track them down. It's kind of just, I want to do this and it either happens or it don't. Like for instance, I want to lose weight. That's great. You have to add some tasks or actionable steps in order for you to lose weight, or a time frame when you want to lose weight by, not by the end of the year. You want to lose X amount of pounds by February 1st. Instead of setting goals to exercise more, instead you want to say, I want to work out at least 30 minutes a day, or 30 minutes 3 times a week. And then from there, you can create little small tasks that will help you get there. You want to make sure when you're planning out your goals that they're measurable. By making your goals measurable, you're able to see your progress. Again, setting a goal to lose weight is not measurable. Another one might even be, I want to post more on YouTube in 2024. That's cute. Instead say, I have a goal of posting 5 videos in the month of February. Now you need to start thinking about what tasks you need to put in place in order for you to deliver 5 high quality, niched, intentional videos for your YouTube channel. So this takes planning. What other tasks will you need to do in order to ensure that you can deliver those videos? You might need to script. Maybe you need to schedule the days that you're actually gonna post, the days that you're gonna actually film, the days that you're gonna actually edit. Oh yeah. Every little detail. All I'm saying is you need to make sure that you're able to track and measure these goals in order for you to actually reach them. And I'm just throw this in there as a bonus. Do not forget to be realistic when setting these goals. Sometimes we're like, I want to make $1 million this year. And girl, you just might. I'm wishing that on all y'all, okay? Even myself. Can I really reach $1 million? Like what would need to happen in order for me to make $1 million as a content creator? I would need to ensure that I have these brand campaigns, make sure that I'm active, that my engagement is high, my video quality is there. There's things that need to happen in order for me to obtain that, right? On top of the responsibilities that we have. So being a wife, being a mom, being a friend, being present in real life. For me, I don't think that is possible. Now, if it happens, if God just blesses your girl, then, you know, thank you, Lord. Based on what I brought in this year from brand campaigns, if I'm being realistic, I feel like I can triple that. I might eat my words, but I feel like I could triple it. But there's no way that I can triple it if I do not set myself up for success. Realistic goals are the goals that are achievable based on your current circumstances. Yes, your current circumstances, which can always change throughout the year, right? So based on your current circumstances, the resources that you currently have, and also your current skills. And I'm using the word current loosely but intentionally because there's always room for growth, but you have to put in the work and map this thing out. And I'm not saying that you can't have goals that don't challenge you. Like, we want to be stretched, okay? But you don't want them so challenging that they become unattainable because, well, we know what happens when the goals are unattainable. Absolutely nothing. Also, for each of these goals that you have per quarter, you want to make sure that you're setting deadlines. Don't put a deadline for by the end of quarter 1. Put a date. With that being said, this is like a 2-part because with that being said, you can allow yourself to be flexible with your goals. Definitely understand circumstances can change, life be lifing. So then you would just map out your goals and plan them accordingly. I know, life be lifing. Remember that these are your goals, girl. So truthfully, you can adjust anything, but don't adjust them so much that they roll over into the next year, okay? Not those important goals. We all have those important goals, like those top 3 must-have goals that you want to accomplish regardless. Don't push those off to next year. Get those done. The other 8, 12, those can roll over into the next year. All right, number 4, get into the routine of being consistent, friend. And not only is creating routines and healthy habits such an important step to living a more fulfilling and productive life, also keeps you on track to make sure that you're knocking down them goals, girl. How many times have we said goals in the video? Anyways, you want to get into the habit of doing things that you said you wanted to do, doing the things that you dream of doing the things that you desire to do. You want to create routines that work for you, not what we see on TikTok and Instagram and what the world is telling us to do. Create your ideal morning. Create your ideal gym time. Create your ideal work time, your ideal life. Create a routine that's going to work for you and the current life that you have. And I know habits are so hard to break. They're easy to make now. They are easy to like get that, like the first 5 days, the first 10 days, but it's something about them days after the double digits hit where we just kind of like dwindle down. We're not dwindling down this year, okay? I came across a post where they were talking about, I think they called it habit stacking. I had never heard of this phrase or this method before, but I thought it was kind of interesting. I'll go ahead and pop a picture up right here. Basically what they did is essentially what it sounds like, stack the habits on top of each other. So instead of making them their individual habits, we just have 2 together. So when you wake up, you'll drink a glass of water. When you're drinking your coffee or your tea or whatever your beverage is in the morning, you're also journaling for 5 minutes. When you brush your teeth, you're repeating your affirmations, like either before you brush your teeth or after you brush your teeth. You're already there. If that is something that you want to make a habit, if that is the vibe that you're trying to set for yourself in the morning, speaking positive to yourself in the morning, go ahead and make sure that you're doing that, right? Maybe each time that you're coming from the gym or coming from work, you're listening to a podcast. Instead of saying, I want to listen to more podcasts and trying to fit that wherever throughout your day, maybe your habit is listening to the podcast at the gym or listening to the podcast on your way home from work or on your way home from, somewhere. But maybe it's a car thing, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you want to develop a habit of just getting in the bed by 9 each night. That's great. But you can also stack another habit within there. So you can say, I want to journal. Maybe you don't journal in the mornings. That's just not your thing. Maybe you journal at night or reflect at night. I think this is a really cute idea. I feel like that's the way we work anyways. Like our brain is just all over the place. I don't know about y'all, but mine is. But that just makes more sense opposed to me looking at it like just a list. I can look at it as we're doing these 2 things together. When I do this, we do this. When I do that, we do that. Okay? All right, y'all. And the last tip is go get 'em, Tiger. Go get 'em, Tiger, meaning go figure out which platform you want to do all of this on. You want to figure out the best way to structure all of this because it could be a lot. For me, I like to digital plan, but I do like a good pen and paper, okay? But this also could look like a vision board. This can look like a vision journal, which I really like. Or you can use Milanote. I'm going to be talking about Milanote and how I use it to organize not even just my campaigns and the goals that I have each month. Because like I told y'all, I'm not new to this, baby. I'm true to this goal planning stuff. I'm going to be showing the girls how I use Milanote in my upcoming workshop, the vision board workshop that will be in the description below. But you can use Milanote, you can use Notion, you can use whatever you like. But Milanote, a digital planner, and pen to paper will always be my go-to. I really do like the vision journals though too. I love them all. I got a problem. Seriously, y'all, I really love goal planning. Like it's such a fun part of who I am. And I think I really love goal planning because it's the one thing or one of the things that we have full control over. We have complete control over our goals. No one else can tell us this is gonna be your goal or you should do this or you should do that. This is all on us. This is all on us. Whether it happens or not, it's all on us. We can completely control the outcome of our goals, but we have to have systems and we have to have some structure. You gotta have a little bit of motivation and a whole lot of discipline. I want y'all to remember though that any little step forward is still a step forward. Like, movement is movement, okay? I don't want you to get discouraged by the list that other people are making or sharing or their goals. Like, that's their business, okay? I want you to curate and craft a vision for your year, for you. Specifically for you. It's time to take action, boo. It's time to take action, boo. I hope you guys enjoyed the video up until this point. I am going to be sharing a little bit of my digital planner with you guys, just to give you an idea of different ways on how you can plan. I know it's 2024, girl, and everybody is using digital planners. Okay, I understand, but I'm going to show y'all mine. I just got a new one from Creative Market and I love it. Was it Creative Market or was it Etsy? It was one of them, child. But yes, I just want to break down these 5 steps before we hop into that. I really hope that you guys are able to take something from this video into your 2024. Of course, you do not gotta follow my steps, girl. You ain't even gotta listen to me, child. Okay, maybe you just like tip 1, or maybe you just like tip 5, okay? Actually, go ahead and let me know in the comments which tip resonated with you the most. Just know, girl, you are capable, okay? You can achieve the goals that you map out. You can achieve success. All right, friends, that is all I have for you right now. Now, let's jump into this digital planning. Hey friends, hey. All right, I have my digital planner here. Sorry about the lighting. I was trying to figure it out, but the sun just won't let me be great, girl. I'm going to show you guys the digital planner that I am using this year, and it is the Elegant Planner. Now, I can't remember if this is from Creative Market or if it's from Etsy. By now, I have figured it out, and I have already linked it in the description. So if you guys are interested or you like this planner and the features that it has, I will go ahead and link it down below. When you first open up the planner, this is what it looks like. It is very simple, very simplistic, okay? That is the vibes that I really like. But they had a few different options that you could choose from. This is just the one that I ended up going with. Now, because there are so many tabs, I believe it's like 500 tabs, or pages, excuse me, in this planner alone. I like the fact that in GoodNotes I can actually favorite the pages that I just want to have at hand. So I did go ahead and favorite this one just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But you can favorite the pages because a lot of them are duplicates. This is the index. You can kind of see the outline of everything that is within this planner. So it has the yearly pages. We have a calendar, key dates, yearly goals, year planner, and then the yearly reflection, which I really like. Being able to just look at and see what you did, even for the previous year with 2023 just passing, being able to have a space where I can just write and jot down all of the reflections that I have for 2023. I really like that part. You also have a quarterly overview for each quarter. You have the monthly calendar, you have the monthly overview, the monthly vision board, and the monthly reflection. And this is where all those like 500 pages come in from. You have these for each month, and then you also have pages that are daily. But yeah, again, you can completely customize it. You can delete pages, you can add pages, you can duplicate pages. And then we have custom selections, so you can add like your own pages like I was saying. You have productivity, you have the to-do list, appointments, a Pomodoro tracker, project planning, project progress, wheel of life, healthy habits. You also have fitness goals, monthly workout plan, weekly workout plan, weight tracker, step tracker, sleep tracker, meal ideas, and recipes. You don't have to keep these. I think it's great that they include them, but I can see how this can get a little overwhelming if you want to just choose like the fitness goals and like the monthly workout plan, or even the weekly workout plan. That would be great. And then, or even if you just want the weight tracker, I feel like there's different ways that you can track all this stuff. But if you are the type of person that likes to have everything in one space, I think this would be great for you. They also have a finance section where you can track your yearly finances, your monthly finances, expense tracker, your bill tracker, saving tracker, debt tracker, wish list, and then subscriptions. The subscription one is very important for me. I'm still currently cleaning up my subscriptions because I just have so many, so I'm excited to fill this part out. You also have the lifestyle tracker, you have travel planner, destinations, travel journal, gratitude journal, birthdays, books and podcasts, movies, and contacts. And then they have all these different options that you can choose from as far as the type of note paper that you want. I did go ahead and favorite this just in case I wanted to run back to the index just to see kind of like where I want to go. If I hold down any of these, like this is the to-do one, it'll open up the to-do list. Today is January 3rd. So I did kind of jot down the things that I want to get done today. I went to the gym this morning, did my devotional. I'm actually finishing the goals video, which is this current video right now. I have not posted on TikTok or done anything with my reels yet, and then this video is actually going live today, so I am going to make sure that I post it as well. And then I have a call with my guest speaker for an event that I'm hosting later this week. I have to schedule my derm appointment. I had a spa appointment yesterday, so I went ahead and crossed that out. I'll probably just go ahead and erase all of this, but I do like having the to-do list where I can just simply just go in and kind of erase everything without having to do multiple pages. The general to-do area over here, you also have appointments where if you want to just jot down, if you're the type of person that likes to time block, this page would be great for you as well. This is also another way that you can just kind of keep track of the tasks and the things that you're doing. If you like to reward yourself, or if you like to visually see everything that you accomplish, I think this is a good page for that. For the project planner page, I actually would duplicate this. So all I would do is go up here. You can decide if you want it before or after, or if you want like the last page. I'm just going to go ahead and add it to the current template, and then it'll add multiple pages for this. I can use it for my campaigns. I can use it for personal projects, events that I have, just to make sure that I'm on track. And because I have my best friend that works with me, she's my project manager, I can also share this page with her, so she can also assist me in making sure that I'm staying up to date with everything. So even when it comes to like projects that I have with my agency, I can go ahead and keep track of all that stuff in here. So I would probably have a few of these pages for those reasons alone. This is the project progress page, and this is where I was saying you don't have to keep all of these tabs. You can kind of figure out which ones that you like and which ones work best for you, which of the pages are most conducive for your lifestyle. Maybe you just like to have a general to-do to show like if you're in progress, if you're putting this off to a later date, and then you can track it when it's done. This might be your speed. It's very minimal. I really like this page too. This is the Wheel of Life page. Now, I haven't tapped into this page too much, so I'll check back in with y'all. I plan on doing kind of like a quarterly check-in with my digital planner to let you guys know how I'm liking it, how I'm using it, just to keep track, one, with my goals and making sure that I'm actually using my planner, but also inspire you guys and motivate you guys to use your planner as well. But I'll have to check back in with you guys, because I've never used a Wheel of Life page in any of my tabs. I kind of just brush over it, but maybe this year I might need this. Maybe. I really like that they have this healthy habits tab as well, and you can again adjust this to your liking. This is the fitness goals tab, which I definitely will be using because I never really use a fitness goal planner. I kind of just have the goals in my head, or I'll just, count my macros and stuff like that. But I think having an actual fitness goal planner will help me stick with the fitness goals that I have, opposed to just keeping the ideas in my head and just hoping that I stick with them. Like, that's cool and all, but honestly, it doesn't work for me. So we're gonna level it up this year, and we're gonna actually use our fitness goal planner. You can also put in like your splits in here. So say Mondays are your arm days, Tuesdays your rest days, Wednesdays are legs days. Like, you can put that in here. That way you kind of know exactly what you're supposed to be doing on each day, instead of, again, keeping it in your head and kind of being a little confused by the time you get to the gym. I think this is really helpful too, especially if you're following some type of plan, like whether it is with your personal trainer, if you have a personal trainer, if you're doing YouTube videos, if you're watching TikTok videos, whatever it is, in order for you to maintain your fitness goals, you can input them inside of here too, so you can kind of get the big idea, the big picture. And this page specifically also allows you to get a little bit more personalized. And then this page allows you to be a little bit more intentional, and it's a little bit more structured and strategized. So again, you can use it how you want. You can keep this page and delete the other one, or keep them both, or vice versa. I'm also really excited about being able to like really track and see the difference from January to December. I know I always say, I don't know about you guys, but I can tell when my weight fluctuates, but it would be nice to actually see the numbers go down or go up and kind of see what was happening or going on around that time. I think that would be really helpful to see this year. So I'm excited to actually use this page as well. Step tracker, I feel like I keep track of that with my Fitbit, but if you don't have like a watch or anything like that, you can go ahead and keep your daily step goal in here as well, again, so you can see everything. I can also track my sleep on my Fitbit, so there's really no need for me to use this, but if I wanted to see everything, I could use this page as well. Meal planner is also really nice to have. I don't know about you guys, especially during, like, we're currently on break, but when school is in effect, I like to kind of plan out the meals. One, it allows me to like have a little bit more free time throughout the day without me trying to figure out what to make each week. At the top of the week, I'll kind of plan out the meals. I only cook about twice a week, sometimes 3 times, but for the most part, it is about twice a week. And then we either have leftovers or our kids are bigger so they can cook for themselves. But just being able to plan out those meals, not even just for yourself, but also your family, is also really nice to have this little area instead of like cramming it in your notes and losing it inside of your notes. You can have it right here in your planner. For me, I love to save TikTok recipes or even Pinterest recipes. You can actually post them right here and you can just tap on it and then you can open the link and it'll take you straight there. That way you don't have to sift through a bunch of saves in a folder that you have on Instagram or that you have on TikTok. So I really like this one as well. And then you also could put in like the calories information and all that. They really thought this through. And then we have the travel planner, which I'm really excited to use because a goal for me this year is to at least take 1 trip per quarter. Nothing too crazy. I feel like that is doable, whether that is with my husband, my girls, the kids, the family, even a personal trip. I want that to happen. So I think being able to just map out what that looks like instead of, again, saving spots that I would like to go to when I get to that destination, I can have all of this organized in my planner. You know what I'm talking about? This page is also really cute. It's like a little travel journal. So you could talk about either the day or kind of like highlight. For me, I am a vlogger. I would probably write down notes of things that I definitely want to capture, whether that be for footage or B-roll or just, experiencing or things that I want to highlight. Within the video itself, I would probably write those notes down here. The gratitude journal. Now, I actually have a gratitude journal, so I probably won't be using this page. I have a journal specifically for gratitude. I never can remember anybody's birthday, so I thought this was a really cute page to have. I told y'all a goal of mine is to read more books this year. I also like that they have a podcast little section as well. That way, if I want to share a podcast with y'all or with my friends, I could do that too, and then kind of like keep track of like how often I'm reading, whether that's in the evening, the morning, like how long am I reading? Is it for 5 minutes? Is it for 10 minutes? Just to kind of, see overall what that progress looks like. Write the authors down. I can never remember any authors' names. They even have like a movies page. I'm gonna move this page to the trash because I don't feel like I need that for anything. There's also a contact page. I could use this for brands. I think this would be really important to use for brands just to make sure that I'm keeping those contacts together outside of like my email and stuff like that. That way I can actually see, because planner will primarily be used for like my influencing content creator day-to-day type of things, not so much like personal plans, if that makes sense. So I think this page would be nice for like contacts that I have for actual brands, like their names, their positions, and their email addresses, phone numbers. I don't have a place where I keep my actual like finances where I can see everything, and I want to be more intentional about like what I'm bringing in versus what I'm putting out this year. So I really like this page. I'm definitely going to keep this. It has January through December. And then this one is more of like a monthly expense to actually see exactly what I am spending my money on, the things that I'm going to have to pay every single month, like my mortgage, rent for the studio, all those different things, my income sources and my savings, debt, all of that. I really like this page. So she is staying. You also have an expense tracker. You have a bill tracker. You also have a savings tracker and a debt tracker. There's also a wish list page, which is really cute. I think this would be nice for things that I would want for my business, whether it's equipment, or maybe I want to do a haul somewhere or something like that, something that I need for specific videos. I think this would be nice. So I probably would change this from wish list into like a set list or production list or something like that. And then we have our subscription page, and then I'll probably end up duplicating this because I feel like I have more subscriptions than this, but the goal is to have them on one page eventually. And then it kind of goes into the calendars. So we have February, we have March, we have all the different calendars. This is a weekly calendar option. You have your Monday through Sunday, you have your top priorities, you have a little notes, and then you also have things that you don't want to forget, and then habits that you're trying to make. And there are tons of these pages, as you can see here. I have one for every single day of the year. So we have September 9th, September 10th, September 11th, like every single day. This is another option of a daily schedule. So you have your actual schedule. If you like to time block, you have today's focus, your top 3, and then tasks, as well as like your water, your meals, what you're grateful for, notes, etc. And then this is like your yearly goals, whether they be personal, health, financial, career. You can also change these, and then the steps that you're going to make for each one. I really like this because this is literally how I map out my goals. When it comes to like those big goals, I always make sure that I have action steps towards each task for the desired outcome that I'm trying to get for that big goal, right? This page really got me. I was like, oh my gosh, I already do that. So I really like this page. You also have your quarterly overviews, which I already started filling out. So you have your goals for, the quarter, January, February, March, important dates, and then a little section for notes, and then the focuses that you really want to hone in on this quarter. And they have one for each quarter, and then they also have vision boards. So I actually was using this little area last night while I was editing another video because I was time stamping all of the important times for that video. So there's a bunch of different ways you can use this planner, but you can also import fonts. That's another reason why I like GoodNotes, because you can make it cute and just kind of do whatever you want. So I like to use the text styling tab, tap, and then just say, hey, girl, what's up? And then you can also play with the sizing and the fonts and all that stuff, but everything will be cohesive. So yes, this is the planner that I am going to be using. Now I'm going to give you guys a little glance at the prayer journal that I created and kind of let you guys know how I'm going to be using that. This is my prayer journal, y'all. I'm not going to show you guys what's inside of it. Well, I won't show you guys like the actual pages where I have like prayers and just my personal journaling on, but I will show you or explain to you how I'm going to be using it. So instead of making a board, I just decided to make a journal because I'm more intentional with journaling than I am looking at a board. I feel like I can make a screensaver on my phone or on my iPad, or even, like I did on this journal. I don't need to have a board. Nothing against boards, because I love a good board too, but I just found for my goals to really come to fruition and for me to stick with them, it's more important that I do a little bit more work outside of just looking at the pictures. So I learned this technique from Corey. I'll go ahead and tag her, but last year she talked about making a vision board journal, and I did that as well last year, but this year I decided to make a prayer journal. So I'm just being a little bit more intentional about my prayer time, my Bible study, like just really talking to God and going to God about my goals and the things that I have, instead of just kind of relying on goal setting alone. I need him, okay? I need him. So basically I got the board from Amazon, and I will go ahead and link it. I started kind of making a key for some of the things that I want to be intentional about when it comes to prayers. So I have like prayer notes. These are going to be like daily highlights because I do want to journal daily. And then I have prayer requests for others. So me intentionally praying for my loved ones or just anybody, honestly. And then my career prayers. And then I'm going to continue to list out a few more. I put these note cards in here. If you guys are familiar with the prayer boards, people are basically putting envelopes on the board and they're putting their prayers inside of here. And when their prayers are answered, they kind of move it over to another envelope. And they categorize them. So I haven't categorized mine yet, but I will. I'm not in no rush. I am going to categorize them and be intentional about them being, like personal development, family, all those different things, and put the prayers inside. And as the prayers are being answered, I'm going to transfer them back here into this little folder. And I really love that it also has the context because all the pages are numbered. So I'm going to have a field day with this. Like, I cannot wait to be like, okay, I am going to then section each, maybe every 20 pages towards the back of the book for these keys that I put in the front. I'll have tabs for each sections that will go with the the designated prayers. I know it's only day 3, but I'm very happy that I've been picking her up. Even when I'm, spending that alone time with God, I'm picking her up. It's allowing me to be more intentional. That was the thing that I had last year on my board, was just to be more intentional with my prayer time and with my personal time with God. So I think having this and just being able to look back on it, because I have a church journal, and every so often I will go back and just look at all the prayers and the scriptures and the devotionals and the things that I talked about. And it's really nice to just look back and see like what you overcame. So it's going to be nice to see my journey and my walk with God in this 300-page book. I think this is the start of something really beautiful. So I just wanted to make sure that I shared this with you guys as well, if you are struggling to get that extra time with God, and just, finding different ways to communicate with him. I think journaling is a great way to do that. So, and also mapping out your visions and the things that you want for yourself. I know I want more equipment. I want to better my quality for my content. I want to fly more. I want to take the trips. I want to be reminded that the future is mine alone to create. It's in my hands. Glory to God. Okay. We want to work out. We want to be disciplined. I want to embrace this ride and this journey. I am stronger than my excuses. That's why I got up today and got to the gym, even though I woke up late. I want to find Zine, honey. I want to embrace me more. Okay. Drinking my water. I have a beautiful life. Remind myself of that. Making sure I'm getting my time in with the Lord. Have the Holy Bible in here. Just simple things. I want to spend more time with my girls, all of the things. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this little look into how I'm going to be planning out my year, mapping out my year with my digital planner as well as my prayer journal. I do have a pen to paper, like a regular planner as well. I will go ahead and link all those resources down below if they are available. But as far as like this binder and the other things that I mentioned in this video, they will be linked. Okay. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I might hand it back to the other Nas and close this video out. If you are not subscribed, I guess you hate me. Bye, friends. See you guys in the next video.